So Ravonna Renslayer got buffed this week, going down to 2 cost, and it made her absolutely perfect for a Mr. Negative deck. I was actually already experimenting with this card in Mr. Negative because she was discounting so many things that are very naturally in these decks anyway, because of course they love having 1 or 0 power once flipped with Mr. Negative. That's a great fit. But now that she's a 2 cost card in particular, she also discounts Mr. Negative on curve, making it a playable on turn 3, much like we'd seen with Psylocke or Zabu, creating an incredibly good fit, because now she's both that Mr. Negative cheat when getting him down a turn early can be so powerful, but still works as that great backup plan where you can sometimes just play a 4 cost Iron Man and a 2 cost Mystique, and that's a really good turn, even if you didn't hit your Mr. Negative. So creates a great fit for this deck. Now, that said, Mr. Negative is still one of those decks that is just all about high rolls and low rolls. And if you hit your Mr. Negative on time and you draw the Jane Foster to draw all of these 0 cost flipped stuff, you'll just absolutely go completely insane and win every game by 1 billion points. But then there are other games where 5 games in a row you won't even get a whiff of Mr. Negative and you'll struggle to win once. So this deck can be incredibly frustrating to play. It can be so high variance that you kind of lose faith sometimes and you go on a crazy streak. And ultimately, I actually had a negative win rate with this deck through 22 games this morning while playing. Despite that, still went positive on cubes, because when it does work, of course, you can really catch people off guard with just absolutely obscene number totals. So this is not really the kind of deck that I enjoy playing, because I'm too old for this inconsistency. I need decks that just work and do their thing, especially while trying to record a video. But if you can live on the edge, if you like this lifestyle of the Mr. Negative decks, I do think Ravonna has definitely given this deck a nice new advantage. And I'm not sure this is the best negative list out there. This is just one I threw together, but it does show some of the potential for this card to really support this archetype nicely. Okay, Ravonna Raft, we actually have some low cost cards, yeah? These each go to 2. We maybe will play for Raft. I'd rather have Mr. Negative, obviously. We just play for that too, but not crazy. Opponent looks like they could have maybe like Mr. Sinisters, or it might be Deadpool though, who knows? Morbius Forge. Okay, now that's not something I guess I've seen a lot, to be honest. I'll be real. What a hit! Mr. Negative Attilan is actually insane. Oh my god, dude. I mean, it's like a Jane almost. I mean, we do have Jane in this hand, so Jane would have been pretty awesome too, to be fair, but we might even be able to tie the Raft here. Oh, they're shuffling their sword into the deck. Their shard. Kind of crazy. Okay, I love this because we can actually make this null bigger here. Like, we're getting Raft, but we're not overcommitting because we can make it bigger. Particularly with like Shang-Chi and Zola, in fact, can both make it bigger. But frankly, 11's not an undercommitment anyway. Really, it's a lot of power regardless. It's pretty nice. Oh, Orca's insane. I could Orca Artem Zola just to feed that null, right? Now the opponent can also, of course, add a ton of power there via Morbius, but I think with Artem Zola we can honestly just keep up. Oh my god, dude. Forget it. This is crazy. I mean, this is an insane final turn. I mean, I'm a little worried, like, is there any kind of cost like, well, there's no wave anymore. We're not expecting Morbius right now since this nerf. I think we can hold these in hand, in other words. I could honestly probably hold the Iron Man as well. Just maybe try to lose some priority here. I don't think Professor X is a thing to think about. Let's just chill. Everything is 0, right? So we're gonna probably have a pretty good idea of the Morbius costs here. Oh, I did not expect to see a Hela from the Raft, bro. That's crazy. Okay, so they do have, oh, Convertage even. So 17, we don't expect any discard here. We expect literally only America Chavez, right? And then we just do this, move Orca here. That's plus 11 here. We go to 22. We kill the Chavez. We think we actually go even higher. This is already 26, which wins mid. I mean, this is just guaranteed win. Literally impossible to lose. Unless they maybe had an Eliath top deck, but Chavez is always your top deck in this deck, so just literally impossible to lose. Like, it's an absolute monster score across the board. Just silly, crazy stats. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. Okay, yeah, Atalan solved a lot of problems. I mean, that game was gonna be nuts anyway with Jane, it looked like, but yeah, that's a dream dream negative game, I guess. All right, Ravona. How do we say your name? I think it's pronounced Ravona in Loki when they were talking to her the other day, but that also makes no sense to me because at least in English, American English, O-N-N-A is pronounced Anna, like Donna. You don't say Donna, Ravona. So, I don't know, whatever. And the things that don't matter scheme, that is right, right there at the top. Things that don't matter. We're gonna go ahead and tempo this Ironheart, I think. As you can see, our hand's like kind of expensive. Wakandan Embassy actually screws the Ravona. Otherwise these would all be cheaper and I could do like some cool Null Mystique stuff. It's kind of unfortunate. Oh, that's cool though. That's gonna make our life a lot better if we hit Iron Man or White Tiger. Still, Ravona, their Wakandan Embassy hurts. But even with Mystique at 2, that's still a benefit. Wolfsbane's a little benefit too. Hit that Mr. Negative! Dude, what a low roll. They discarded their Ella and hit Mr. Negative. And then they summoned Jubilee Blade and discarded their Ghost Rider. You can't imagine a worse sequence of events. If he had picked the worst possible results for everything that happened, it would have been this. And their name is, hey, what happened? I'm dead. They got Jubilee, which is a 1 power card. That rolled Blade. They could have brought their Hela back if they hadn't discarded the Ghost Rider, but they discarded the Ghost Rider and the Hela. Oh my god. Okay, got a 2. We just need negative. Camp Lehigh has been the featured location today. It's every game, I think. They bugged it. It's every game. Seems like it anyway. Moon Knight is pretty risky for us, but I might just play it. Sometimes we need to tempo those 3s. I don't lose anything like dreadfully important here. Oh, never mind. We know what we're playing. It's Mr. Negative left. Let's go. Actually, pretty good stuff in deck still, too. I mean, Jane is dead to us. We needed Jane in hand, of course, but Iron Man, Null, White Tiger, all great options. Null got a little worse, technically, because of the Mr. Negative, but hopefully the opponent juices it back up a little. Give it the juice. Wrong order. Yeah, I think this is fine. I kind of want to save like Null Arnim Zola for the final turn in Miniaturized Lab, but I don't think I want to just totally give up turns here either. Yeah, that kind of equalized the Mr. Negative at least. Okay, we're back. Shang-Chi on this Werewolf by Night could be good if we can call our shot on it, but sometimes that's a little hard to do. It kind of needs to be this turn too, right? If I want to hit that Null line anyway. So yeah, they might pull it mid and then pull it back left, and then it's at 9. They have priority, so I think this would be the place to play the Shang-Chi, and this is certainly a fine turn to do it. So let's try to hit this Werewolf right now. If they played 3 bounces, we'd be in trouble, but that seems kind of lofty. But this deck doesn't have quite that many bounces. Hopefully it's not just 1 bounce here. That would be frustrating. Also, by the way, Arnim Zola Iron Man is insane too. Looks like maybe only 1 bounce. Or no bounces, just kidding. Man, it's brutal. Silk got huge though. Oh bro, we also hit the Null. Are you kidding me? This is 12 mid, 12 left, and 10 right. It's not like a guarantee, but it's solid. I'm a little scared of these werewolves, to be honest. Would be cool if they like destroyed something almost. I don't know what they would ever destroy though. Why would they destroy something? The Shang-Chi, if it hit, would have been so nuts. Imagine a +9 on this, you know? You'd be looking at 15 going to 30 for each null. That would be absolutely monster. There is maybe some argument to Iron Man left as well, by the way, but I think we're fine. Oh, this should be okay. Looks like we're good. The werewolves are all stacking here, so the null just carries. Pretty confident snap, I gotta say. Against a Mr. Negative deck, you often expect
Iron Man.
some pretty insane output. I mean, I guess I didn't hit a Jane, so this was a pretty high output final turn for no Jane. Right, having both Iron Man and Null's pretty crazy without Jane. I can't blame them for feeling confident there. Okay, Ravonna is amazing. Pretty good hand for Ravonna too, even minus any negative stuff. I love Silence, a little stressful. Oh, this, if we could hit Mr. Negative here, like, forget it. Oh, no, you're ongoing. No. Read the cards, read the locations. If we could get Mr. Negative here on turn 3, forget it. Forget it, dude. Absolutely forget it. This could be the God top deck right here. God top deck. Oh, that actually, oh, that killed the Ravonna discount, but we don't care because we hit the Mr. Negative anyway, right? We don't care. We're just happy. Now, Isle of Silence does make our life a little weird for both Iron Man and Null, so I wouldn't say we're out of the woods by any means. We definitely probably want Jane going mid. Although, we also have this problem where, well, no, I guess Vormir's going to be empty, so that should be okay. Oh, that's fine. Ravonna's dead to us anyway. So yeah, Jane can go mid now. Just that Iron Man and Null get pretty weak mid. But we got other stuff to do. We got Big Wolfsbane, etc. So Jane's gonna draw at least Zola and Null. Turn 6 is probably a combination of 3s. I'm just wondering if something like Ironheart here or Wolfsbane or whatever is kind of free. You know, it's just like it's a 0/5 because if we float it, you know, it would have cost that anyway. I think it probably is free. I think you're not obviously thrilled that it's only hitting one target, but it's kind of 5 power for free is how I'm gonna frame it in my brain. I just played this exact same deck, by the way. Literally the game right before this. Yeah, so this hits 3 plays. That gives us that monster final turn. We even have Iron Man and Mystique stuff together, or maybe even Null Mystique stuff could arguably be better, although I doubt it. We don't have Shang-Chi. Although we could draw Shang-Chi for the record. Everything currently at 7, but if we could maybe target a Werewolf by Night or something. I don't know. Great hand, though. Just God hand, honestly. We're going to get either Tiger or Shang-Chi, I guess, for sure, because we only have 4 cards left, unless they play like a Rock or something. Okay, the Knight is, oh, the Wolfsbane, no, that's sad. Yeah, you would sure love the Iron Man to go mid. We just really can't add any power mid other than this White Tiger, right? No, bro, I swear to God, I'm gonna get this right, don't worry. Okay. Remember, the Null can't go mid, so this is the only card that goes mid that has any power. I don't know if I'm doing this the right way or not, by the way. I I think it's okay. I don't know though. It's just a lot of stuff, really, is the takeaway here. Spider-Man mess me up at all? Just moves a 0 power Null mid, which I guess doesn't hurt anything. The Werewolf going back actually kind of helps, because now it's just for sure we win, right? We're easy pickings. Oh, it's still 6. I forgot it's got the base. That's nice. That's actually really nice. Yeah, man, people like, you know, this doesn't really go well. People kind of under respect the negative pop off, I think, sometimes, particularly with Jane. It's 2 straight games against this exact deck where I just completely blew them up. Okay, Shuri's Lab. Yeah, I mean, no. Jane, I guess, is good. That's about it. That's literally our only... I mean, it's good for Shang-Chi, I suppose. Yeah, maybe that could be nice. That could do it. Psylocke, let's hope we hit Mr. Negative, I guess. Ooh. Null there's kind of cool. If we go double Psylocke here, we can play a 5 next turn. I mean, like, tigers are kind of good. I'm like gonna fill up on board though. Like, do I want to play for negative instead? I don't know. Maybe I just play for tigers. Like, what? I don't know, man. I don't have a negative enhance. Playing for it too hard seems kind of iffy. Whoa! That's fun. Actually, a pretty good pixel too. One of the few. Oh, Iron Man's a really good mid as well. Like Iron Man Wolfsbane's pretty insane. I don't have anything to go with this Iron Man though right now is the problem. I don't have any high power Oh! Bro.
I am Iron Man.
I can actually win this with an Ironheart. Do I just play for Ironheart? Is that the only way I can win this? Yeah. I basically have to draw Ironheart, which means I don't need to play the Wolfsbane now. I can play an Ironheart and hit here. And I want to play the Ironheart first, of course. So I have one draw here to hit the Ironheart. Are you kidding me? It's a 1 in 4. Remember, this does not hit 0 power, it hits 0 cost. White Tiger does nothing, Null does nothing. Yes, it's really just down to Ironheart, man. Oh, God. Oh, now Ironheart's like, oh, no. No! Ooh, good hands. Let's go. Keep Iron Man in the deck for one time, please. Ugh, all the good stuff, man. Always. These decks, dude, are so frustrating to play. It's like I want to love them so much, but they're so frustrating. Shang-Chi's fine. Shang-Chi's fine. That does support Null too. Cloning Vats is so good if I can hit a good card off the top here from negative. Like, if you hit a White Tiger or an Iron Man here off the top, you can just go ham in Cloning Vats. Oh, that's kind of interesting too. The problem with the Null is right now nothing is actually destroyed. I can give it power with Ironheart to be destroyed with an Arnim Zola, but it's just kind of clunky. Shang-Chi mid could also be insane. Sarah, okay. A Shang-Chi mid like on the final turn or something, even just hitting a single wave here could create oh, that's just GG, right? Like there's no question. I don't even need an Arnim Zola anymore, right? Because now I just play Iron Man Mystique again mid or wherever and move it. Well, I can still Arnim Zola if I want with New York, I guess. This is just 100% over, right? Like there's no the Cloning Vats is giving me all of this back. It's just there's just no way. Sarah just cannot compete with this, right? There's just zero chance. I think. I mean, I guess they could have an Enchantress. They shouldn't. Sarah decks can definitely have Enchantress, so we shouldn't take it for granted too much. But the great thing about the Iron Mans in particular here is that they are just 5 power even if they do get Enchantress. So that's kind of cool. So like, what's the best way? Thinking about something like this just to really buff the Psylocke here, and like maybe we stagger the Iron Mans a little bit or something, you know. Oh, the Mystique costs 3. I don't have time for that if I Arnim Zola, but that's fine. Ironheart's still pretty good here too. So like Psylocke moves left and right. We got an Iron Man and a Null here, but we got an Iron Man in each location. This 8's going here and here, so we got big power in each of those. Null gets buffed a ton. Here you got 8 plus another 3 is 11, which is 22. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is something. It's definitely not exposed to a single Enchantress, that's for sure. Perhaps between Enchantress and Shang-Chi, there are some concerns. Because Null is Shang-Chi-able if I kill this Psylocke, right? So it just kind of depends on what all they do and where their stuff goes. And I don't know, like Enchantress left, though, we actually still have a fair bit of power with Psylocke and Ironheart. So we're not like totally exposed necessarily. A little exposed, maybe. Just you never know. Ironheart 2 can change numbers. Oh, that makes Shang-Chi a lot worse left. Okay, so they stole an Iron Man right. That's
Iron Man.
It's pretty good.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. They pulled the Null back right for me though. Cosmo there. Maximus, Negasonic irrelevant, Silver Surfer. Didn't actually even think about Surfer. Dang, this was close. The Rogue was good, dude. They got close mid. They were within 5 mid. Yeah, I mean, they played a lot of cards this turn with the double Sarah, to be clear. The Rogue stealing right. Yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty crazy high power game, dude. That Rogue was nuts. All right, Ravana on 2 is always good stuff. That gives us Mr. Negative lines, makes White Tiger cheaper, Arnim Zola cheaper, which honestly, that's a decent line a lot of the time. Just copy your White Tiger over, or the Tiger itself. That can work too. Astratum could make life a little clunky for us. Misty Knight makes me think a lot about Shang-Chi. Also makes me think about Alioth, so we could maybe get priority in this game. That could be a good thing. Just to get out ahead of Alioth for some of our on reveals, you know, like if an Arnim Zola rips, it doesn't really matter if it gets Alioth later. Yeah, honestly, Bishop's probably okay for us with these discounts. We can just go like White Tiger. Iron Man Arnim Zola is kind of cool, but you gotta have a lot of power to support that, so probably not there yet. I love that Ravana is such a good backup plan in this deck, by the way. That's so nice. Like, yeah, we don't hit Mr. Negative this game, it looks like, but it kind of doesn't matter, right? We have good stuff to do anyway. All of our cards just being 1 cheaper helps. So, oh, or we do hit Mr. Negative. Is it worth it for 2 draws? Yeah. Sadly, Jane and Psylocke are still in there, so it might not be worth it, but worth a shot. We'll try. We'll try. Ooh, Magic gives us even more draws. Great stuff. Okay. Much more excited now. Shame we don't hit the Iron Man as always, but that's okay. Still excited about Shang-Chi in this one too, I think, but I would love to push for priority if I could. It's just really hard. Jane at 6 actually playable in a limbo game though, now that I think about it. That's kind of fun. That's unusual. Okay, I kind of need the White Tiger to go left maybe. I need to stack some power there, but I don't want to fill up, so I want to get a... Aw, well, okay, that's way better than hitting Iron Man, you know, so maybe we're okay with this. That's good too. Nice. Good power add left. Can, yeah, see, Psylocke's annoying. This does always draw Mystique and Null though, so, oh, I didn't play into a very good Null Zola, but I guess Zola being at 6 anyway probably makes that feel not so good. So Null's probably just a 0-6 here. Mystique is probably just a 0-3 on the Null, and we try to Shang-Chi. So I kind of need the opponent here to play like a Hulk, basically, to make the Nulls really big, because otherwise they won't be big enough. And I need this to not get Alioth this turn, and I of course have to worry about Alioth next turn as well. Is that a Hulk? It's a Spider Woman. Man, I mean, they do have priority, but how do I get these Shang-Chis to work? I don't have any obvious visible target. Maybe right is where it would go. Now I'm also really worried about Alioth, of course, too. It's not really easy to beat an Alioth here. If Null hits a Hulk, that's really big. Order here, we don't actually... I wanna send some power left with Ironheart. But I also need a Mystique, so I guess we're kind of stuck a little bit on order here. All right, let's try something like this, right? Yeah, they may play Alioth here and like Hulk here, so then we try to win. Oh, but then I got Null problems, right? Like, I need the Null to actually stick. Try this instead, because Alioth just never goes here, and I need the Null to stick for sure. Oh, maybe Alioth does go here? Oh man, no, Shang-Chi makes these Nulls basically useless. No. Oh wait, that moves left. Oh, wait a minute. Oh! Oh, thank God. Oh my God, that's exactly what we needed. I don't know if we're big enough left though. Oh crap, I'm only adding 9. No, we're gonna be fine, I think. Yeah, we're gonna be fine because the bishop's getting bigger too. Okay. Woo! Dude, that was scary. I called my shot a little bit. I mean, I don't know about this pivot with the Null right and Mystique left, but I guess it was enough. So maybe it was better for Alioth, because you don't ever expect Alioth right. You do sometimes expect Alioth left. But see, the problem is if I go Alioth left, I don't win mid anyway. So I don't know about this, man. Weird lines. Maybe Mystique just always had to go mid. Maybe you don't even play for left. I don't know, man. If Eliath goes left, though, they have to also worry about Bishop. So where does Eliath actually go? I don't know. They don't have Eliath, so I don't know. We just don't know. Okay, yeah. Ravona on 2's good. Psylocke on 2's good, but we go Ravona, I think, of course, first and foremost. Psylocke kind of the backup plan here, not the dream. Baxter building. Okay, we're good at stacking power. We actually have Jane in this opening hand, so Mr. Negative here would still be absolutely bonkers good. Where is my deck tracker at? There we go. Scorpion kind of filling my hand needlessly. That's not usually very useful. No real disruption there. Psylocke cheating energy here. Like I can play a Null. We know Null's likely to be good in a destroy deck. So Null Mystique is pretty good if I want to play the Null early. Just kind of hope they can't answer it easily. Shang-Chi also feeds a Null. Of course, without the Mr. Negative play, Jane here is just not the move. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stack the Null. I might even stack Null Mystique mid. That's a little overkill, though, perhaps. How big will this Null get? And do they have their own Shang-Chi? Usually these decks that are more proactive don't really have the kind of reactivity, right? So hopefully this is good enough for us. Yeah, this gives us like Iron Man, Wolfsbane plays. I guess if you're gonna go Wolfsbane mid, maybe you want Ironheart here just to, because this looks like the probable turn 6, although certainly Shang-Chi is a possibility as well. But with Null in 2 spots, Shang-Chi becomes really, really insane. It like kind of spread across, right? So that would be good. We don't know if they'll have a target big enough for Shang-Chi for the record, but we hope so. Looks like they're not maybe going for a big Deadpool necessarily here. Yeah, just Carnage, right? That is a little clunky. I really wish we had a good Shang-Chi target. I mean, like, this is the best way to stack power, right? But it does force them to contest right a little bit just because of Baxter building beating the Carnage. So that's kind of a good spread. Wolfsbane adds just enough here to contest. I mean, yeah, this looks okay. If they do go for any kind of big destroy effect, minus like a Shang-Chi or whatever, we certainly benefit. Like, what would they play on 6? Their own Null? We would outscale that mid with Iron Man, right? So that'd be fine. Because Null's adding 10, Iron Man's adding 14 for us right now. I don't know what they have. I mean, Deadpool, Taskmaster's not big because they didn't scale their Deadpool enough. I don't know. I love that they just had to like tempo Carnage because they didn't want to feed my Nulls. Like the double Null actually hard countered their game plan. They're like, no, man, don't do this to us. Hopefully, Enchantress here. That would be the nightmare scenario, I guess. Killmonger and Negasonic, since we had priority. Yeah, they just literally added power. Yeah, it's not going to be the Iron Man. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, that was fun. Nice little natural counters built in here, even when Mr. Negative whiffs. Okay, Stark Tower, but no Mr. Negative. I have been on a very bad stretch here of, where is my Mr. Negative at, man? Where is the dude? Come on. I haven't seen him in like 4 games. These decks drive me crazy, man. I can't do it. Ah! Yes, but no cheat still on the negative, so I'm gonna have to have a crazy final couple turns here. Oh my god, he's increased in cost. You're kidding me.
Escaped.
All right, Psylocke. Oh, Hotel Inferno. I got nothing, man. Don't you dare destroy my Mr. Negative, bro. Don't do it, Zaguero Marino. Okay, Ravona we can live with, actually. That's fine. That just means we're a little closer to a good Mr. Negative, to be honest. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're going to hit Mr. Negative now off the top on turn 3 because they destroyed that. Now, that said, Negative doesn't have a lot of great targets. Zola and Null, I guess, are fine. Okay, this is still a Mr. Negative right here. It's easy. Quantum Tunnel guarantees it. It's impossible to miss. What will actually hit is Arnim Zola, and it will be completely wasted. I know how this goes. I know how this goes. I've seen this rodeo before. Come on, one time, get lucky. Oh! The turn 3 negative. Now we're gonna draw the Nakia immediately, right? Because it's the worst card in the deck. Okay. We're doing things. Interesting things are happening. Wolfsbane here could hit Jane. If it hits Null, we're probably not like super pumped about that, but Shang-Chi could make it good. The reason we're not pumped is that Zola, has a good chance of hitting the negative instead of the Null. But Jane is good. Ironheart's okay. This is kind of an interesting line too. Sometimes hitting the tiger might be a little better just because we need like more bodies right now. Oh no, this is gonna hit a rock. Forgot about the rocks in there too, bro. I totally forgot about the rocks. Jane is insane. I'm gonna draw some rocks, right? Yeah, nice. Okay, that's fine. This deck could, I think, have a Shang-Chi and Enchantress. It's not super likely. Most of these have more like proactive threats. But in other words, I'm gonna save this pop off here for the final turn, I think. And then we probably use a rock right. Although with these more rocks, it gets worse every time. We don't necessarily need it though. Ooh, that's a good Shang-Chi target for us. If that stays big is the problem.
I am Iron Man.
Is it gonna stay big? Are they gonna dump too many cards? I mean, either way you can do this. It's really just about what's the finish on your turn. Right? Do you trust White Tiger? Do you want to try to Shang-Chi that dinosaur? Like, this is a 14 power Null going right. That puts us at 18. Iron Man left with Null, of course, is completely busted. You could drop a rock right to try to hit an Ironheart as well, although it's mostly always going to hit rocks. So probably just does nothing. Like, are they gonna play cards that refill that dinosaur? Like maybe a Coulson and a Darkhawk come down sort of thing, Because Shang-Chi would be absolutely insane, because it makes the Nulls even bigger, right? But in a lot of ways too, like, this is just safer, right? You could also do Null into this. This is probably a safer line than the Shang-Chi, but a little nerve-wracking, to be honest. Probably safer though. Probably safer. Yeah, that's too small on the dino. Yeah, too small. Are we big enough to beat this Darkhawk? Oh, we don't have to be the Darkhawk. Darkhawk doesn't matter. We're gonna win left 100%. Left is about to get absolutely busted. Plus 28 left real quick. So 38 over there. Oh no, I did some bad math. I don't know. 52. Wait, what did I do? I thought I was gaining 28 plus. I don't know. Whatever. I don't. Oh, I didn't update this Mystique. That's why. They both get updated. Yeah. Still kind of close, right? To be honest, but good enough. All right. Mr. Negative is always welcome, but we need a 2 to support him here. Give me a 2. Give me a 2. That's a 3. Give me a 2. No 2s. Killmonger into X-23. Not great. Killmonger into Null, sometimes great, but we gotta hit that negative because right now we've got 3 0 cost cards in the hand. Jane is good to see in hand, honestly. We could go ahead and rip this Killmonger, but it's so good against Deadpool later. I don't really want to activate it for them. The only downside, well, no, it's actually good that I'm not drawing a card here. Never mind, that's nice. It guarantees that Zola and Null stay on the deck. So that makes Jane notably better, although I guess we do have some hand size concerns still, because hand's gonna be full still. All right, so yeah, Jane's only gonna be able to draw 1 card unless I draw a 0 cost card that I can play this turn alongside her. So if I draw Null, for instance, I guess drawing Zola wouldn't be very satisfying either. So I kind of need to draw exactly Null, and I'll just tempo it. Then I can play Jane for the Zola. Yes, Psylocke does not solve that problem. So this unfortunately only draws one of the two. I mean, Null is cool, but Null by itself does not win this game. Null Zola, or excuse me, Null. Well, yeah, Null Zola is pretty insane, but I can't have both. What am I saying? No, I need Null Killmonger. Null Mystique Killmonger could win the game. Actually, maybe. Ugh. Can't be Zola. Can't be Zola. It's Zola. So what if I did something like this? This actually doesn't win mid. It only barely wins left usually because I only have 8 here. I don't know. Maybe we steal Baxter Building. It's kind of a fun idea at least. Let's see. Nico. Okay, that's fine that it's... Oh! That's perfect. Destroy something, please, God. No, they didn't destroy anything. No! Wait, is that enough? Wait! I'm a genius. It's enough. 11 because of the Baxter Building's enough. Oh, I'm an actual genius.